Today's Power Passage. Today's Power Thought. Today's passage. The Bible in the year.
Hey Trail Riders, welcome back to the Daily Ride. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be talking about Jesus in the real world. The power passage comes to us today from Romans 5:8. God demonstrates His own love toward us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Power thought for today comes to us as a paraphrasation of 1 Peter 2:24, which says, Christ Himself bore my sins in His own body on the tree, that I, having died to sins, might live for righteousness. The connecting passages for today is Matthew 1:23, Matthew 27:27 through 56, Romans 5:8, and 2 Corinthians 5:21. The scriptures that get us through the Bible in a year is Numbers 5, Psalm 39, Song of Solomon chapter 3, and Hebrews chapter 3. Who was Jesus? The Bible tells us that He was Emmanuel, God with us. Jesus showed us God getting involved with the real world. He got His hands dirty. He got His hands nailed to the cross, and He did it so that He could set us free from the power and devastation of sin. When Roman prisoners were led out to be crucified, they carried the crossbeam on their shoulders with their arms tied to the beams. They walked bent double and placed to the place of execution. That was how Jesus walked through Jerusalem to the execution hill called Calvary. Then the soldiers of the governor took Jesus into the praetorium and gathered the whole garrison around Him. And they stripped Him and put a scarlet robe on Him, and they twisted a crown of thorns and put it on His head and a reed in His right hand. And they bowed the knee before Him and mocked Him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews! And then they spat on Him, and they took the reed and they struck Him on the head. And when they had mocked Him, they took the robe off of Him, put His own clothes back on Him, and led Him away to be crucified. It was if He was carrying a banner, a giant sign proclaiming an awful truth in the language that the whole world could understand and never forget. The crossbeam carried by Jesus spoke of our human minus our negative, the failure and sin that lies in the hearts of us all. The cross shows us God's incredible response to human suffering. God Himself entered into our suffering and took our sin on Himself. Jesus, although He was completely innocent and without sin, was made to be sin, a sin offering for us. As one of the first Christians put it, we are still sinners, Christ died for us. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. On that hill, Jesus put the crossbeam of our sin and wickedness across the upright. He changed our human minus into God's plus. Jesus released the power of God's mercy, forgiveness, and healing to anyone who would come to Him and simply ask for it. That means you and I. God bless you guys. I hope you'll continue to follow me here on the Daily Ride, and I'll see you on the next trail ride.